Hi there, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you're okay and having a lovely day. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demo here in the UK, and my job, if you can call it such, because I love doing it, doesn't feel like a job, but is to demonstrate to you products from Stampin' Up so that you might be able to recreate them yourselves, either using Stampin' Up products, which are all available in my shop below, or with stuff from your own stash. You might be able to amend and adapt a little bit with stash that's from your own collection. Right, today we're doing this card. I'm doing this one. I posted this on my blog probably 3 weeks ago now. I think it's quite a while ago. I've just been really busy recently, and just haven't had time to catch my tail, but yeah, this is the card we're doing. It uses some retiring products. So if you're not aware, Stampin' Up have an annual catalogue that comes out on the 2nd of May this year, I think. Lots of things are retiring from the old catalogue, so you won't be able to get them after the 1st of May. So this embossing folder that I've used, the dies that cut the hexagons, this stamp set, which is called Art Gallery, all retiring. So if you like them, you've watched my video and like them, would like to recreate this project, you need to get them quickly because they are not going to be available forever. And I'll tell you as I go through, most are discounted, so you can get some really good bargains. Anyway, let's make a start. We'll put that up there, and we take our card blank. This is our thick basic white cardstock. You can buy cheaper from craft stores. You won't ever buy as high quality. It is gorgeous. It's really smooth. It's lovely to stamp on, and it's this is our thick cardstock, so it's very sturdy enough to make a card blank. We also have our normal basic white, which is great when you're cutting. So like for my hexagons, I cut them out of the normal one because you don't need to, because the thicker one is slightly more expensive. There we go. So that's our card blank. And then we've got these embossed hexagons. I used a set called Beautiful Shapes. You get loads of dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 dies. And at the minute, this is on offer. It's discounted for $16.20. So that's a real bargain for some very useful shapes. You've got some circles. You've got this kind of embossed bigger shape. You've got these hexagons, diamonds, trapezoids, are they? Parallelograms maybe, and then these two weird ones. I haven't actually used those, I have to admit, but really useful. So if you like this set, they are available at the minute, but everything that's retiring is only as stocks last. So if you want it, it may sell out, so don't leave it too long. Right, I used this little die, the smallest one of the stacking dies, the hexagon dies, and I have die cut 7. I think I might know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7 of those. And then what I did, because I didn't want to do all this on camera because it's a bit tedious, is I took the Pretty Flowers embossing folder, which I have to tell you. So did I tell you this is $16.20? These now they're reduced. Then this Pretty Flowers embossing folder, which I've used so much, I love it. I just placed them in here, and this embossing folder is only $3.50 at the minute, which again is a really good price. So I just laid them in here and popped them through my embossing machine. So just like that. They didn't have to be next to each other or anything. I had to die cut them first before I emboss them, because otherwise die cutting them pushes the embossing down. You lose the embossing. So you have to do it this way around. But they don't have to be edge to edge or anything. I found it works pretty well without doing that. So what I did was I did all of those, and then I mounted some dimensionals on the back of them so that I'm ready to mount them on my card blank. You can use, on this one, I use the debossed side. So it's the side where you've pushed into it. This one, I'm going to use the embossed side. So it's up to you which one you prefer. Totally up to you. It doesn't really, they both look great, to be honest. Right, I've cut one of them in half because I've got a couple of half hexagons there, and I'm going to start down the bottom. I'm going to leave a little border of about 2 or 3 millimeters, and a border of about 1/2 centimeter at the bottom there, and I'm going to stick that one down. Then I'm going to take another one, and I'm going to put that one right next to it, like so, leaving again a little gap between them. Then I'm going to take another whole one. Again, you could make your own configuration of patterns with this. It doesn't have to be exact. That one's going to go there, line up with these two, like so. Something behind there. I'm going to put another one over here next to this one. So you could do more, you could do less, but it makes quite a nice background, I think. I saw someone do this ages ago and I've been meaning to try it, but I haven't got round to it till now. And now, of course, everything that I'm using is retiring. Hey ho, story of my life. Never enough hours in the day to do everything I want to do. Got a little, oh, there we go. I had a little something poking out there that was annoying me. Right, okay, another whole one up here. So you can see it looks fine, even though they're not exactly butting on, the pattern's not matching exactly. Another one there. Another one out to the side here. Loads of backings here that are going to get everywhere as per usual. Do you find these backings everywhere? Trying to get back on track now. I've had a couple of months where I just haven't been able to keep up with videos and blogging and everything. I've just been so busy. Nice things, not anything dreadful, nice things. I've been away a lot. I've had things going on at home. Just a lot of social events, but I am back now, I think, until I'm going away I'm going away the first 2 weeks of May, so I'm not back for long. But anyway, I'm trying to stay on track and get out 2 videos a week, which I hope you will enjoy. This last, over Easter, I was away. Some of you who followed my story will know that my husband bought a camper van last year, and we went away and it had 4 nights in this camper van. I can't say I'm sold on the idea, but I did survive. And he loves it, so I kind of have to do it for him. But he's going away for 3 weeks in May. I drew the line at that. I can't do 3 weeks in a cramped space like that. Right, there's our background. Now we're going to do our flower, which is, like I said, using the Art Gallery stamp set, which is here. And you've got two stamp set layer and then a stem. So I've mounted them all up on blocks like this, and I'm going to use 2 retiring colours today. I'm going to use Polished Pink and So Succulent, and I've just remembered I haven't got any card out for stamping, so let's grab a piece of card. That will do. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a spare piece of paper, scrap paper. Now on this one, I use 2 different colours inks. I use Fresh Freesia and Highland Heather. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp off. I'm going to use Polished Pink and I'm going to do the highlights in the proper colour, but I'm going to stamp off the first one. So I'm going to ink it up. I'm not surprised this stamp pad is still working. I've used it so much. I love it. I'm so sad it's retiring. Stamp it off and then stamp. But I did fancy doing this card in pink, so I thought that would be nice. There we go. Now if I stamp in full strength, you should be able to see the highlights of the flowers. So excuse my head, I just need to get right over here so that I can make sure I'm lining it up properly. Where am I? Hopefully that's near enough. There, that's not bad. It's kind of that wishy-washy, so it doesn't really matter if it's a little bit out of line. It's probably not perfect, but I think it's near enough for our purposes. And then we're going to pop away the Polished Pink, and we're just going to stamp once with the So Soft Succulent to do the leaves. Another colour I'm very sad that is retiring. These are 2 of our in colours. And I've loved them. I've loved this set of in colours. Fresh Freesia, Polished Pink, Pale Papaya, Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent. Yeah, love them all. Right, okay, so I'm just going to cut round these because this is quite a big bit of card. And then I'm going to find the dies that match. So this set's got a whole load of dies in it. those two, but it's got some really nice label punch. And this says "just want to say," which I think is lovely. I love that greeting. I haven't used it enough. Again, I haven't used it enough. I think I buy too much stuff and then don't have time to use them all. So I need to be a bit more careful, because there is no point buying it if you're not going to use it, although I like having it in my stash. There just aren't enough hours in the day. Lord knows how I managed to do anything when I was teaching, because that's such a overwhelming job. And I still managed to do a bit of crafting. I've got no idea how I managed. Now I'm retired, I still have struggled to find time. Right, line that up really carefully. Just a bit of washi tape to hold them in place. And then we'll push that through. Probably use our little one to do this. That will fit. Nice colours. I do love polished pink. Oh, let me just move my grid mat out of the way, because it will slide away. Oh, hands in the way. Slide around on the grid mat. There we go. Lovely. So let's pop that away. I use that so much. If you haven't yet invested in one of those mini machines, I really recommend it. It's just, love it, love it, love it. I've used it so much. Right, here we go. And then what we're going to do, so we've got that one as our guide. So this is going to go like so and like so. So on top of our embossed hexagons, can't think of my words today, so let's glue our leaves on first. They're going to overlap at the bottom here a little bit, so that's going to give us a link to put on our sentiment, and then it will link it all together, so you don't have sort of things standing on their own. Got a link. There we go. Just take a toothpick or a cocktail stick and just smooth that out, so you've got a nice layer of glue and it's not going to splodge everywhere. And this is going to go, yeah, there we go. And then again, this is our liquid glue, Tombow. It's expensive, but you only need a tiny bit. A container of this lasts me at least a couple of months. And I do a lot of crafting with it. So it is expensive, but it's really good quality again. Trouble is with crafting, you do get what you pay for. You buy cheap, you don't get the quality. Right, there we go. There's our card with our flower on it. And now we're just going to do the greeting. And for the greeting, I'm going to use the same stamp set because it's got some lovely greetings in it. I love this. That's why I've loved this set. And Happy Birthday is the one I'm going to use. I've got a long list of birthday cards to send out, so I'm trying to get through them. And I'm just going to snip off the last bit that we used here to use for that. So I'm going to take my embossing buddy, available with our embossing kit. If you're interested, you get a little container to put your powders in, and I can't remember what else is in it, sorry. I'd have to have a look. I haven't paid much attention because I've actually got everything that was in the kit when they brought it out, so I didn't need to pay much attention. Right, let's stamp Happy Birthday. There we go. You can't see it in Versamark, but I'm going to bring in, I'm going to do silver for a change today. I don't feel as if I've done silver for ages. I'm just going to do a little bit of silver. I find this the easiest way to keep my embossing powders, because then you don't have to shoot it back into the container. It's just already there. There we go. Put the lid back on so I don't spill that everywhere once I'm off there. Right, and then take my heat gun. I'm sorry, this is going to be quite loud. Just and I'm going to use my tweezers, I think, to hold it because it gets quite warm. So let's just hold it with my tweezers, and you can watch for the magic happening. Just give it a chance to heat up. You need to keep these tight, and then focus them on the embossing. And eventually, as it heats up, you'll find the embossing powder melts and the magic happens. So rather than that dull grey matte image, you get this lovely raised silver image. and still fills me with awe when that happens. Whoever invented it must have been really, really clever. Really clever to see that that could happen. Right, okay. Now, I think I'm going to do this just with big scissors. You can do it on a trimmer if you want to. I don't think that's quite straight, so I'm going to try and straighten it up a bit. Sorry, off camera, that's not helpful, is it? Still not quite straight, I don't think. Like I say, you can do this with a trimmer. So if you were doing it with the trimmer, let me show you. I would just put that in there. Put that down. Is that where it wants to be? Maybe a tiny smidge over. So just take your time doing this. It's tricky with the trimmer with tiny bits of card, but you can be done. I think it still needs to be over a bit. Maybe there. Need to get it straight. It is. Right, I'm going to do it there and hope. There we go. That's fine. It is a lot better with the trimmer, to be honest. And then I'm just going to do a pointy edge at this end and a pointy edge at this end. And that is my greeting, which is going to go on here. Oh, lovely. I'm loving the silver. So I'm not going to put dimensionals under this end. I'm just going to put them at this end because they are. It's going to lean on the ones that are already there. What have I done with my dimensionals? Did I put them away? Oh, no, they're here. So let's, maybe 2 little ones would do here. Where did my tweezers go? Oh, get another pair out. I know they're on here somewhere, just can't see them at the minute. There we go. So which end does it need to be? This end, yeah. I'm going to do it there, and I'm going to do it there. And then, oh, and a bit of glue, of course, at the other end, so that it can rest on the embossed hexagons, and then just put that there. Happy birthday. There we go. What do you think? Hope you like it. Here's my prototype. Pink or purple? Which camp are you in? I quite like both, actually. I'm liking both of those today. Hope you like them. Hope it's inspired you. Hope if you like any of those products, you might nip down and buy them, because they are real bargains. Lots, you know, like I said, the art gallery stamp set is only £8.20, that stamp set. So you get 15 stamps for £8.20. So that's about 50p each for each of those stamps. And you can put them in all different combinations, which is really great. The floral gallery dies that I use to cut them out are £12.80. Of course, if you only want to cut this out, you could fussy cut that fairly easily. Pretty Flowers embossing folder, that's £3.50. And the beautiful shapes that I use the hexagons from are £16.20. So lots of bargains to be had. Do pop over to my store and see the last chance products. New catalogue coming out soon. Do let me know if you'd like a catalogue if you're in the UK. I've only got the English version. So let me know if you're in the UK if you'd like a copy of the annual catalogue. And that's it from me today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back really soon. Just one more thing to say. I do have a newsletter that you can sign up to on my blog. And every month, I try and put an offer on there that's just for my newsletter readers. So there might be a percentage off of an order, or I might refund your postage or something. Always something on there. So just take a look at my website and maybe sign up to my newsletter. Anyway, that's it from me today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back really soon. See you soon. Bye.